Hey guys, Felipe here with another haircut video. This one is super simple, super simple. All we're doing here is we're touching the sides, but we're not doing anything to the top. So this is a 0.5 low fade. There's really not much to this haircut. It's a short video because it is a simple cut. So here we go. As always, I start with my number 2 guard just to set that foundation. We are doing a 0.5 low fade, so you know, to blend from the 0.5 to the number 2 is very simple. It's impossible for you to get lost, so that's why I do a number 2. Also sets my foundation on the transition here, so when I go back to blend that to the top. And then now we are off to the races. I don't like to use a 0.5 with the half guard. All I do is just open the blade, and that's equivalent to a 0.5. I prefer to use the blade versus the actual half guard. Don't ask me why, I just prefer to do it that way. Setting that initial guideline on the bottom. Since we are doing a low fade, I am setting the line up to about the ear's height, taking probably about an inch all around the head to the back of the neck. So now with the one guard, I open the blade. Remember, this is not a skin fade. I can knock that first initial line with the one guard blade closed. So I'm setting the new guideline with the number 1 guard blade open. I will gradually close it to remove that first guideline that we created with 0.5. So as you see there, I finish with one side, I move forward, go ahead with the back. Pretty simple procedure. This is pretty much like a skin fade, it's just that you're doing one less step. There were some areas in the back of the head that the one guard did not do the job, so I pop on the half guard, open blade. I just try to get that line out, and if it doesn't, then I'll just gradually close the blade little by little until I see that line disappear. Number 1.5 guard now, just to buffer everything out, help blend everything from the 1.5 with the 1 guard over to the number 2. So I start out with the blade open and then gradually close it. I just gotta blend that transition here to the top hair. Remember, I'm not touching anything on the top, so I just have to knock the heavy line that you see there that I created initially with the number 2 guard. Scissor over comb technique, not much work to do there. Remove the weight of that line with the thinning shears, just like so, and then your haircut is pretty much done. I mean, this haircut probably took me half an hour, only because the consultation with the client took a little while. The actual hair cutting part took me probably 15 minutes. He decided to throw in a hard part at the end of the cut. Sometimes I wet the hair, or I throw on some like high shine pomade just to get a very perfect even line, and then I go over it with the Slimline Pros. Once I set that line, I go over it with the razor. We're done. So I got a hot towel here, cleaning the excess of the pomade that I used to set the line, and then wetting the hair a little bit just to style the hair. Slapping on some uppercut easy hold pomade. Client loved it. It looks pretty good. Appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, stay up and stay watching. Peace.